just went huge on the views because I got Hayden Deegan, the Vlogmaster, in the show. We also have this guy. Do you race? Because I just watch vlogs.
Yeah.
Okay.
I haven't raced in a while, but I do still race.
It is true. Zach Osborne joining us on the Weege Show. We are going big this year. Many things to discuss, but we'll save that and we'll just talk to our champ right now. Okay, Southern California, dude. I know on the outside everyone says this is the Mecca and all that, but this is weird. It is hard to find a track that the riders, they don't name here like they do Redbud or Washougal or things like that. Are you just in get through it mode?
Not get through it mode. I'm definitely, you know, looking to get some good points and, and get out of here intact and, you know, move into the East Coast for sure.
See what I'm saying? You don't circle this as a 1-1er on your calendar.
Well, I would love to.
Okay, yeah, sure. Every track would be great, you know? But it's not your specialty.
Correct.
Okay, what is it about these Southern California tracks that maybe people think, if they've never been here, maybe they live in Europe and they've heard about these places, what makes it actually more difficult to get a handle on than they would think?
Well, I think a lot of it is that Supercross dirt is typically good dirt for the most part, you know? And then also we ride most of the time in Florida nowadays, so I don't really spend that much time in California, so I guess that's kind of on me also. But I just feel like I can make better work, do better work, and make more progress in Florida, so that's kind of where I base myself.
Is it straight up slippery? Is it just slippery out here?
It's slick.
It is? Yeah, straight up. Okay.
So it's way slicker than what I'm used to.
Yeah, yes, exactly. And the back, where are we at, dude?
Good. Yeah, back solid.
Good?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Solid?
Yep. I have no reservations about that, saying that.
Are you just psyching yourself up? Or are you just telling us this?
I'll be honest. Like,
okay,
come on, you know me.
All right.
I haven't done quite as many motos as I would like to because there were definitely some periods where I had to take a little rest, but the last 3 weeks have been pretty good, you know, and I feel comfortable going into the series, and like I've said a couple times, I'm going to have to build into it a little bit, which I'm content with, you know. I'm not going to get super spun out about these first two, you know. I'll know more of I feel like I'll be in a really good spot by High Point, and then we have some weeks off there that will really benefit me, I think, so mostly for training purposes. But yeah, I think we're in a good spot.
Are you spun out that we didn't pick you as champion in our preview shows, which I hope you didn't watch?
I didn't listen to them this
year.
year.
Why did I say it then?
That's my theme.
I know.
I'm like, hey guys, what about this? Or hey, what about that? But this, I just haven't had time, honestly.
Yeah, there's not enough time to watch now, and we all picked you. We all picked you.
Sweet.
Yes,
That's
you're our favorite,
Thank
for sure.
You.
Okay. Zach Osborne is going to get to work. We're going to, see, making traction here in California. Thanks, Zach Osborne. This is the Weege Show. You see these beautiful hills around here? I'm going to bring up a little bit of history. Do you know that it's 50 years really where this sport started, which was not at this track or not with this series or not with any particular rider? Actually traces back to the movie On Any Sunday, which was 50 years old this year. Now, that movie celebrated a whole side of motorcycling that most of America had never seen. They were so used to things being based on, oh, a motorcycle is a Harley Davidson and you go and start a bunch of fights at a bar. On Any Sunday, which was made by Bruce Brown, who had already done a great documentary movie called The Endless Summer, talking about surfing. So he kind of understood the family-friendly, this is fun, this is radical, but it's not as crazy, as dangerous as you might think these types of sports are. And that family-friendly, innocent, fun thing absolutely launched this sport and all motorcycle racing in the United States. You can draw a distinct line. I'm not that old, proud to say it, but anyone who's of a certain age, when that movie came out 50 years ago, can say that it really launched this industry, and that movie was really the California lifestyle. Remember, this is the person that had made a documentary about surfing, California lifestyle again. So ever since then, and then the Japanese manufacturers really took control of this sport, and their headquarters are here. It's Tom Carson from the Alpine Stars medic team. The Japanese manufacturers' HQs are here in Southern California, so the riders end up based out here because that's the teams that they ride for. So much of the talk is always when you go to Southern California, that is the mecca of the sport. And so much of the style and the fashion and all the things that have happened historically have happened here. But it is interesting that with all that, knowing all that, and knowing that this track right here, Fox Raceway, Apala, is one that the riders ride a lot during the week. They cannot ride the month up to it. They shut the track down to make changes so no one can get a huge unfair advantage. Knowing that, the riders don't circle it necessarily as their favorite. And that's actually almost an ideal situation to start the series in Southern California this year. There's historic tracks that have been around forever. The Redbuds and Southwicks and High Points, and Zach Osborne said those are the tracks he's really looking forward to. And also their spot on the calendar a couple races in, when everybody's got their ideal setup and they've gotten their outdoor legs under them after a long season of Monster Energy Supercross. Those are the races that people generally circle. The opening round, everybody's always guessing to a degree how well they can adapt from the Supercross world to the motocross world. Howdy.
Scoop.
You good? The scoop?
What's the scoop? You got the champ right here.
We've already talked to the champ.
You talked to the champ?
We talked to the champ. He's lying and he says his back is fine. I think he's just psyching himself up.
Oh.
We'll find out. He's just like, I know, he says he's trustworthy. We'll see. You know how champions are, man. They got to play all kinds of mind games. So when you get to Southern California, it's a perfect round one, I think. Not just the logistics of the teams are all based out of this area, but everyone is guessing to a degree when they get to the opening round of the series, and we are not going to get all the answers to all the questions at round one, because most of the riders are saying, I'm just trying to get through it. Even though it's a track that they're all pretty familiar with, most of them are saying, we set the bikes up for the rutted, sticky, tacky tracks that are a little bit different than this one. But I think that's the ideal situation. We have got a banner season coming our way in Lucas Oil Pro Motocross. And when you get to the situation where you have so many different riders, last year's top 5, all good. And then there's 5 other riders who were not in the top 5 last year. There was the easy 10 rider pack in the 450 class. I'll name it right now. Osborne, Cincerillo, Tomac, Muscan, Sexton. That was last year's top 5 in points. We're gonna add in Ferrandis. We're gonna add in Plessinger. We've got Justin Barsha. You've got Jason Anderson. You've got Cooper Webb. I'm sure I'm leaving a bunch of people out. Maybe we'll make it a dozen. That if they won motos this year, everyone would say, well, that's not a surprise, right? So we've got a deep field. We've got a track the riders are very familiar with, but not as much as you might think. It's not the track that everybody rides. The conditions here will be different than when they practice. So it's the perfect round one. Don't overreact to anything you see happen in this first race. And remember that round 2, Colorado, another track that the riders like it, but it's not one that I think everybody feels someone has a huge advantage. A couple guys like maybe Tomac have an advantage because of the altitude, but those more eastern races, that's where everybody says, oh, just let me get back east. Now I say that doesn't really work when every single rider says, when I go back east, I'm gonna get better. They can't all improve their results at the same time. Like mathematically, that's not possible. But it just leaves the door open for more excitement. Weege show right now. Yes, it is. Now we're going big time this year because this is actually being seen on Peacock as part of our practice show. Who we got here?
Connor Olson.
Connor Olson.
Yep.
This 450 class.
Correct.
Olson, okay. Oh, where's Connor?
Right here.
You're going for it. Oh, you're
yeah.
Connor. All right. What is your pro license history? Like how many times have you tried this?
I've had a license since probably 2013.
Okay.
Like I've done about 10 rounds.
Okay.
I've probably made 6.
Okay.
I raced the last 2 last year. I did Colorado and Paula.
All right. Did you make it?
Yes.
You made it.
I got 31st overall last year, and then I went 23 and then DNF.
So you have momentum though from
Yeah.
making it in. And
Correct.
23?
Yeah.
So is points the goal?
Yeah.
Okay.
I've gotten to 21st before. So one spot off because Cooper got docked a lap.
So it would have been
So
20.
I went from 22nd to 21st, which was a little bit better, but
Do you know when you're out there and you're in that 23rd-ish position? Like, oh, points are right there and you're in a battle. Do you know that?
it depends if I get told, yeah.
Do you have a good pit board person?
My dad has told me before.
Oh.
I had a mechanic when I was 21st and he didn't tell me. It wasn't him.
So dad is
Someone
good.
else.
Dad is good. All right.
Guy wasn't.
And where are you from, Connor Olson?
I live here now. I live in LA.
Yeah.
I actually work for Fox.
Okay.
I live in LA.
Yep.
I'm from Colorado.
Okay. Oh, so Colorado. You'll race there?
Yep.
You'll race that one?
Yep.
Okay, so this track, even though you live here now, is this like, this track I'm going to be so much better than the other tracks, or does it not work that way?
Not really.
That's what I keep hearing from everybody.
The conditions are so different.
Yes.
On a normal, I mean, I barely get to ride out here on Tuesdays, but on
Right.
a normal weekend
Yes.
compared to now, it's
Yep.
way different.
That's what I always hear. It's not this huge unfair advantage that everyone would think. All right, Connor Olson.
Granted, you get to, like going to Colorado. I have thousands of laps on that track.
Yep.
Like I know which way the track goes.
Yes.
And I know how big about the jumps are.
Yeah.
But it's 5 feet this way, and it's turned more, and all of these guys' lines are way different.
So it doesn't apply.
No.
That's what I'm getting at. All right, Connor Olson, number 600.
Yep.
Going for points.
Yeah.
Going for points. Nice to meet you. That's good stuff. That's what we do on the Weege Show. Now, when you see these hills that surround us here in California, these are the epic hills that people saw and on any Sunday. It made people want to come out here and ride motocross bikes. or ride any kind of motorcycle in those days. They didn't really even specify what types of bikes they were just motorcycles. What's up, Freddie? What's up? I mean, I don't know if I'm cool enough to vlog like you. Are you vlogging this year?
Oh, heck.
Okay, we might go head to head. Weege show versus Fast Freddy.
Hey, what about we partnering up? We can like help.
I can save money that way.
Oh,
you know me, I like that.
Wait,
Yeah.
Okay.
You're on a KTM now, Freddie.
KTM.
Okay.
Yeah, first race. Technically, I raced last weekend, a little local race.
Oh, okay, so you're ready.
Yeah, I'm ready.
You're ready.
Yeah.
Where is this track for you? I mean, I know, look, you're in the Carolinas mostly. Are you okay with this one, or you're like, just get through it?
No, it's a good race. Yeah,
okay.
Yeah. It's always the first race jitters, you know? It's first race, whatnot, but it's the first for everyone. So I like this track, though. It should be good.
That's what we like, a round one where no one knows exactly what to expect.
I won the Pirelli Award here last year, I think it was, so.
Looking for that again.
Yeah, I'm trying to do that again.
Fast Freddie Noren.
See you guys.
Love the privateer power. When you see these hills surrounding this track, and you want to have fun like they did in the movie On Any Sunday and just explore the endless country that we have here in California, look at that. I'll tell you what a great way to do it would be. This show is brought to you by Honda. You have the Honda Talon Sport side-by-side. When you get the R model, you have 20 inches of rear suspension travel. You have 1,000 cc's, a segment-exclusive dual-clutch transmission. Now that will be fun to rip around here in California. The riders might say, the dirt's kind of slippery. Get me to a rutted track in the east. I think the west would be just fine for that kind of vehicle. Rocket Rob Vitus, one of our announcers here, and Michael Lindsay. What's up? Is the shocker gonna shock us, Cody Shock, in the 450 class for your FXR Chaparral team?
I'm pretty darn sure. I have a bet going though.
Yeah.
So last season he finished out with the top 10 overall here. If he can start the year, I'm gonna have a mullet when we get to Colorado.
Okay, all right, mullet, top 10 overall.
Top 10 overall.
Do you realize how many guys you have to go through to get top 10 overall in round one?
Oh yeah.
You're aware of this?
Yeah. No, that's part of
like he's probably got to beat one of the factory Honda guys to get top 10. That's where we're at.
He's aware of it too.
He's aware. Okay, someone's aware of it. A lot of pressure on your team, but there's a mullet on the line.
There's a mullet on line.
I like it. Cody Shock could shock us.
Definitely the shocker.
He's definitely the shocker. He was the most improved rider in Supercross, in my opinion. So anyway, these hills of California. Rob Bidas here, an Ohio guy.
Hi guys.
Look, this is the heart of motocross, but motocross is spread out. There's motocross all over the country, all over the world. So when we come here, I think people think like this is the track everybody likes the best, knows the best. It doesn't always work that way.
Here, we'll move up a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit of noise.
Big
Thank
motor.
you. Yes.
Well, here's what I've done a little homework on.
Okay,
right
thank
here.
you.
Obviously, we're 28 miles exactly from the El Cajon zone, so you know there's something.
Oh,
in
the old
atmosphere.
school, yes.
We're
Okay.
31 miles exactly from the old Carlsbad track.
Yeah, okay.
So again, the history, everything that rolls through the hillsides here, and you know, walking around today, we saw Steve Stackable, kind of some of the guys that have paved the way here, and I really think that this kickoff race and then round 11 coming back here as well.
Yep.
I think this is going to be a real unique kind of opportunity for this region of the country to kick off and then probably see the fight right down to the very bitter end before we head up north.
Because sometimes that next to last round is the most critical.
You know
sometimes
it's
it
going
is.
down there.
So there's Ohio's own, I'm New Jersey's own, but you've always respected California in the back of your mind. If you're a motorcycle person, you're like, what would it be like to be out here, to ride here, see Rob? And if you want to really experience it, you get yourself a Honda Talon Sport side-by-side. And I think I gotta go because I just ran into my guy. Time to do some real TV meetings. We will see you right now as our practice show begins if you're watching on Peacock. Otherwise, it's the Weege Show brought to you by Honda GL. You okay?
I'm good.
You're good. You ride here?
Did I ride?
You ride this track though, right?
Yeah.
So you got experience with it.
Yeah.
But is it the same on National Day?
Well, I haven't ridden the national.
That's
yet,
true.
But
You've watched it.
I've watched it enough to say I don't think it's as different as maybe like Glen Helen.
Oh, okay. All right.
Because during the week they rip it, it's a little sandier and it gets rutted.
Yeah.
So I think the guys that ride here a lot have a lot of, they definitely have local knowledge. Like
okay, it does help.
I do think you're going to see the guys that ride and do the stopwatch nationals during the week. Yeah. They're going to do well this weekend. I really think so.
Okay.
I think the Florida boys might do better when it goes back east, but they might be a little behind the 8 ball. That's just my prediction.
I'm glad you made the show go full circle. That's what I'm trying to tell the fans. I know this is a track that you think everybody rides. There are a lot of riders that are like, just let me get to those rutted eastern tracks and then I'll show you what I got.
This is a different type of roughness. It'll get rutted, but it's just a little bit different. I think you could probably bring like a kid like Levi Kitchen, who could probably podium in the pro class because
he rides all the time.
So good here.
Yep.
But it's gonna be fun to watch.
Last thing for you, as a non-American growing up in South Africa, did you think like, dude, California, what would it be like to go to California, to see California? Did you think US or did you also think specifically California?
Sure, that's actually a good question.
Oh, that's what we do.
I think it was mostly just all about America. That was the goal. Like, following my guy LB's footsteps. Greg Albertine was my hero. Still is. And so I always wanted to come to America, but back then it was just like Southern California was where it was.
That's it. Yeah.
There was really no Florida or other option. Now there's little microorganisms all around the country. And it's made it interesting. And now we've got this East Coast, West Coast rivalry going.
I know, that's what makes us interesting. We don't know if this round will prove much of anything. All right, GL, see you on TV. Thanks for watching the Weege Show. Thanks to Honda for the support. And I'm pumped. We got more than a dozen guys that could win in the 450 class. Wouldn't surprise anyone. On our track that some people know and some people don't. Expectations are all over the board. That should make for a great opener.